Hey, what's up, everybody? DFS 5-packs tip of the day. Haven't done it in a little while. A lot of people around here. I have trouble getting on videos a lot when I got a lot of people home because of bad weather and stuff like that, but we're good to go today. Matt will be with me shortly, and we'll jump into our regular DFS talk for those of you awaiting that. But in the meantime, let's just go through some real brief discussion. Now, I know I've brought this point up before. Also, again, if you're new to the station, guys, a whole bunch of ways you can help us out. Always appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. The thumbs up on the videos. If you want the full information, sign up. And if you just want to say, hey, thanks, I don't want the full membership, but you can go to the Patreon link and just pledge $1 or $2 a month just to support us. So today's tip is watch sport. And again, this one seems super, super obvious. And I know we've talked about this plenty of times before, but when I talk to customers and you don't watch a specific sport ever, it is really difficult to get into it. For example, like I don't watch MMA. I don't watch hockey. So I've had plenty of people tell me that these sports are easier to win money, but I don't feel like I could ever really be any good at them because I don't watch them, nor do I have a ton of interest in watching them. Now, I watch a buttload of NBA, MLB, and NFL, but I really think these things are big for helping you understand, like in NBA, making those quick decisions. And as you can see in that last bullet point, I think Marvin Bagley last night was, to me, like just a great example of understanding what I thought the coach is going to do. So we knew when, De'Aaron Fox was out, they also took out Bielisa in the game and they moved Bagley into the starting role. Like every second that this decision came down, I liked it more and more and more. He was kind of low owned last night. But if I hadn't been watching the Kings all year, I don't think I would have been nearly as confident in this pick. And it was more a byproduct of watching the Kings on a nightly basis, knowing that the reason that Fox was resting and Bielisa was out is because they needed to rest these guys. I figured they were to give the young guns some run. For NBA, it's big. Listening to the announcers and just talking about what teams' weaknesses are. This goes beyond just the stuff that we read statistically, because sometimes you might see a team that really gives up big points to centers, but they've technically been good against the power forward position. But from how these power forwards play in a certain team that it is more like a center, and this will transverse more statistically over to it. Baseball, for me, the biggest thing you can pick up out of baseball, I guess actually it's twofold. So I buy the MLB package every year. And even when I'm watching games, if I'm watching the same game, I like to go back and forth between the two local coverages. So if it's the Nationals taking on the Phillies, I like to watch Philly coverage for a little bit, Nationals coverage for a little bit. So you can pick up some from the local announcers. These local announcers are with these teams, 200 days out of the year. They're watching every single pitch of every single at bat. They obviously know the sport. They're going to pick up some tidbits, and they'll tell you things like, had a great day in the batting cage, talked to him this afternoon, really found his way working out of his slump. And then you'll watch his at bats. And the box score might read 1 for 4 the next day with a single, but you watched it and you saw him go warning track 2 times and hit a line drive to the third baseman. He's popping out of that slump. Get on him a day early before the public does. And that's great, especially for your low-owned GPP plays and things like that. So I know a lot of you guys have lives. I don't. So most of you all probably don't get an opportunity to watch as much sports as I do or Matt does or a lot of the other, DFS hardcore players. But when you get the opportunity, spend, even if it's just 20 minutes watching whatever games on the NBA network that night. It'll really help with your understanding about who these guys are, what the coaches are trying to do, who they're trying to develop throughout the season and things like that. All right, guys, it's kind of an obvious one, but I thought I'd talk about it today. If you're new to the station, subscribe to it. Easiest way to get new videos. And of course, the thumbs up is always sincerely appreciated. We will see you shortly for our regular scheduled DFS info. Have a great day.